Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Gentleman Reviewer. So today's going to be kind of cool because I'm doing my first review of a mechanical pencil. So I've got a couple that I was interested in reviewing, but while I was really thinking about which one I wanted to review first as my first review in this category, I was thinking about like my Graph Gear 500 or Rotring 600, something along those lines, because I've had them for a little while and the Rotring 600 is nice. It's the nicest one I own right now. But I thought that I should probably start with something that I know really well, because again, it's my first review for a mechanical pencil. So I figured the Pentel Quicker Clicker would be something that would be great, and the reason why is this is the one that I've owned the longest. I've actually had one for, if I have my dates right, upwards of 10, maybe 12 years. I actually found one a long time ago in a church that I was going to when I was a kid. I found it under a chair or something like that, and it was the old one that didn't have a grip on it. It was still rubber, but it didn't have. You'll get a better view of the grip when I get a little bit closer in, but it didn't have the patterned grip, and I had that for years. So I used it to write just about everything I could think of. I used it in school, and it was actually something that I kept for quite a long time. And I lose things pretty often, so it was pretty surprising that I had it for so long. Well, as things go with a person like me, I did end up losing it over time, but I bought two more as quick as I could, since you can get them in packs of two usually, just from like a Walmart or Target. And like I said, I've had one for years. I still carry one around in my Padfolio in my backpack. So let's get into a little bit about what makes this pen. Like I said, I like it. Again, take my review with a grain of salt. This is a pen that I've used for quite some time, and it was the first mechanical pencil that I remember owning. So it's kind of my standard when it comes to mechanical pencils. I really like the side clicker mechanism, the quicker clicker, but this tends to be something that I've seen in other reviews that people really don't like, or that they really don't prefer. So let's get into it a little bit. The Pentel Quicker Clicker, I don't know how long it's been around, but I guess it's been around for at least maybe 10, 15 years, somewhere in there, because I remember having one when I was pretty young. The main feature that makes it unique is the side advance mechanism. And what I like about this one, and again, we'll get a little bit better view when I get a little bit closer, I've always enjoyed it. I think part of my bad grip is actually using this pen, because then I could always advance it very easily. And you've seen in some of my other reviews maybe, and if you haven't, you'll see my grip in a little bit. But the way I grip pens is pretty gnarly sometimes. So actually, rather than trying to do everything like this, I'll actually, since I'm not going to do a writing sample with this pen, because lead is kind of subjective and it really depends on what lead you have in the pencil, I'll turn the camera around and we'll go from there so you can get a close-up view of what this pen actually looks like and then its features. Alrighty, so I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright everybody, welcome back to this side of the camera. So like I said, I'm not going to do a writing review, so I'm not too worried about making this a super long video, just because again it really depends on the lead that you have in there, and it's a little more subjective based on that lead. It's not going to be as different as a fountain pen might be or something along those lines. So yeah, let me get a good close-up view of the quicker clicker aspect of it. It's not focusing. Let's see if I can make it focus. There we go. So I've always liked that the quicker clicker on this one, or the lead advance mechanism, actually sits into the body of the pen, so it doesn't stick out pretty much at all. Pentel makes another side advance mechanism where the clicker is right here or a little bit higher, and it sticks out a good amount. And I had one of those, and I never really liked it. I actually got rid of it a long time ago, and probably won't buy one again. And you probably won't see me reviewing it on this channel. But I really like the way that it feels. Let's see if I can get a good view of my grip. So I tend to grip a pen like that, so you can't really. Let's see if I can get a better view. So you can't really see. Again, it's not focusing. Sorry, my camera setup isn't the best, but so I tend to grip it like that, which gives me a good way to advance the lead. And again, I think my gnarly grip is because I've had this pen for so long. This tends to be something that people really don't like, this feature, the Quicker Clicker, because some of the reviews that I found said that as they're twisting it, it sits on their thumb, and they feel like with their hard grip, they're going to advance the lead or make the lead go back into the barrel. So this, I'm comparing it to a Rotring 600 here. The tube that the lead comes from is about the same length as the Rotring, and as you can see, this tapers really well down into where the lead comes out. So I guess it could be used as a drafting pencil, but it's not going to be as good as like a Rotring 600. My main reason for having it out was because it's a common pen, and as you can see, it's about the same size as a Rotring 600. So let's get that out of the way now. And just if you haven't used a Rotring 600, there's a Graph Gear 500. So again, it's about the same size as that. Alrighty, so the body itself is made out of plastic. I don't know exactly what kind. I wasn't able to find that information. But this one is the transparent black. And as you can see, pretty much the entire body can be used for lead storage. So you can fit quite a bit of lead in here. I don't think I've ever had to add lead to this one, and I've had it for quite a while. And I think the reason they're able to do that is unlike where the advancement feature is back here, and then they have a tube going all the way down here to the front in order to get the lead out, they can use all this extra room in here because the advancer's down here to give you extra lead. So if you're writing quite a bit, that's a nice feature to have. Pencil lead lasts quite a while, so I can't ever really see that being too big of a problem. The construction of the grip is latex-free rubber. Let me get a good close-up view on the grip for you. So it's really wavy, really has a nice texture to it, so where even if you're writing quite a bit and your hands are getting sweaty, you're not going to have it slip out of your fingers. And then this can actually be screwed off to clear any jams that you might have. And the advancer right there is actually brass too. So it's not any of that plastic that you're going to see in some of the cheaper, I'm trying to get it to focus on that, in some of the cheaper pens. So you're never going to have to worry about this breaking or anything like that. And like I said, I've had one of these for quite a while. I had one as a kid, never had any problems with any kind of jams or anything like that. So it's very durable, probably good for pocket carry. I mean, I'd worry about the tip because I have bent some of the tip, not on this pen, but I have bent these before, and it really ruined the pen because they're really hard to fix. Another thing that I really like about this, so the clip is pretty hard to move. So if you ever hook it onto a pen clip or anything like that, it's gonna stay secure. I really like that a lot. Sometimes you can get this off. I think I can get it off on my other one where this will actually come off the body completely. Can't get it off on this one. So I don't have my other one. I think it's in my Padfolio right now, or it's in my pen jar, but I'm not gonna worry about that because it's not really anything too crazy. One thing I really like is the erasers are full size. Let's get the Rotring 600 back here again. So you can see it's significantly larger than the Rotring's pen. I mean, I understand that the Rotring is a graphing pencil and the only time you're supposed to use the eraser is if you really mess up something. But this is nice for like a student if you're taking notes and you realize you messed up a whole line of text, then you don't have to pull out another eraser or carry other stuff. Just so you can erase stuff when you write something wrong. I've really liked that. The erasers are pretty cheap and they do tend to work pretty well. Maybe I could do at least an eraser sample since that's something that I really like. That way I'm, like I said, you're not carrying around a pink pearl or having to buy extra erasers. So that's pretty nice. So this pen, this one in particular is 0.5 in transparent black, like I said a little bit earlier. This comes in different colors depending on the size of lead that you get. The most common ones are transparent black and black, blue and transparent blue. And those ones, so 0.5 has the black, transparent black, blue, and transparent blue. and this one's the transparent black. The 0.7 comes in transparent black, blue, and violet. All those are transparent. I just didn't want to say it a bunch of times. So when you get to the 0.7, those are what you're available. I like that it comes in violet. I like the purple color that they have. And the 0.9 comes in transparent black and transparent burgundy. So a really nice red. It looks really cool. I think it's a good looking pen, but I can never really see myself using 0.9 lead just because I write so small. They do come with an eraser cap. I've always just gotten rid of those right off the bat because they kind of look corny, and I also don't really see why you would need to cover an eraser, but maybe that's just me. So sometimes they match the body color. So this one would obviously be transparent black. The transparent blue would be transparent blue, made of the same material as that. So overall, again, I really like this pen. I like the side advance mechanism because I really hate having to, lift up, change your grip just to do that and then flip it back around. I actually end up pulling it off the paper and hitting it against my chest sometimes just because I'm that lazy. And again, I've grown up using this pen. This is my first mechanical pencil, not this one exactly, but this is the first mechanical pencil I've ever owned, and I just really enjoy it. Again, that's a feature that a lot of people might not like, especially if they have a really hard grip or grip a little farther up the body, because it might be a little uncomfortable to have something sitting right there. So if you grip a little bit closer, it might be a little annoying to reach back and hit it, but either way, I enjoy it. I am starting to get a little bit more into drafting pencils, so I use my Rotrings a lot and stuff like that. So that's my review. This one's a little bit shorter since I don't have as much to talk about as I would on a fountain pen. Let me know if I missed anything, and let me know what you guys think about this pen and my review. Also, please check me out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks again.